Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video I am going to be tackling this very much neglected terrarium. I don't know how long I've had it, but it honestly has barely been touched, and as you can see, this poor begonia is hitting the lid of the jar, and there is just roots and plants gone absolutely wild. So today's video I am feeling a little bit creative, so I'm going to pull this apart and redo it. I am by no means a terrarium expert. I literally just threw this together and put it on my plant shelf a few years ago and basically forgot about it. So yeah, I'm going to just do the best I can with what I've learned from watching other people's videos, and a lot of these plants are going to go back in here. They're just going to have a bit of a trim, and yeah, we'll just pull it apart, give it a clean and see what's happening. Actually doesn't smell too bad. Okay, so I washed and cleaned out the jar as best I could, and the lid, I'll put that aside for now. And like most things I do, I am literally just going to wing it. I don't really have a plan. So these are the plants that I had in there. This is a Makeover Sanderiana, which is a jewel orchid. It's not looking the greatest, but hopefully it will be alright in the long run. These two are some begonia that I don't know the name of. They are absolutely wild. I'm not sure if I'm going to put them back in. Maybe I'll put one back in, but I might cut it right down. Yeah, I'm not too sure of these. And then this is a begonia gogoensis, but it is variegated. I don't know. It's going to focus. I don't know how well you'll be able to see it. You can kind of see it quite well on this leaf. But very, very pretty. And I'm going to put this one back in. But first I'm going to clean off as much of this old substrate as I can. So this time round I'm actually going to be adding a drainage layer of lacquer, which I didn't have previously in the last one I did. I have just rinsed this off and I'm going to put it in the bottom of the jar. Okay, I might actually rinse some more because it's not quite enough, so I'm just going to go rinse some more and I'll be back. I know I'll probably get a lot of questions of where I got this jar from. I actually thrifted it quite a few years ago, so I think that's sufficient. I think that is a sufficient drainage layer. Now I'm going to go and mix some substrate that I'm going to use in here. So this is the substrate I am using. This is just a sort of concoction of some potting mix, my Hoya and Aroid mix, and I've also added in a heap of biochar or horticultural charcoal, which is these little black pieces, and this is what is going to keep the soil nice and fresh and sort of keep any bacteria and nasties down while they're inside the terrarium. But this looks like a good mix. So I'm going to pop a layer of that in. Just to cover the drainage layer. And then what I might think I might do is I might create some height, so make it a bit taller at the back and sloped down to the front. So I've actually had this bit of wood in my garden for a long time that I found at the beach, and I've always thought it was really cool, but I didn't really have a use for it. But I think I might use it in here just to create some dimension, and it'll also help hold a bit more substrate for the plants. So maybe I might nestle it in there, and then yeah, I think that looks cool. And I kind of want this plant to be the front focal plant because it is very, very cool. Although it's so big. But we'll make it work. So this little guy is actually a begonia I created, a begonia hybrid, and it is a cross between the Gogoensis, which is this one, and a begonia iron cross. So I'm going to plant this little guy in here and see how it does in a terrarium, as well as this very sad looking Ludicea discolor, which is also a jewel orchid. I'm going to put this in here as well. This Ludicea literally doesn't have any roots, so I'm not going to hold out hope for it in here, but we'll see how it goes. So I feel like it needs some crystals, so I have this cute little mushroom and these two quartz, which I'm going to put in. I feel like
It's a begonia. Look.
So this is the finished little terrarium. I think it turned out super cute and I will show you up close, but yeah, I'm very happy with how it turned out. I can't wait to see how it grows. I hope the plants that I put in here don't cark it, but I think they should be pretty happy. And I think it looks so much better and I can actually see in it now. So I've watered everything in with a really diluted rate of foliage focus, and that is just going to give the plants a bit of food and hopefully reduce the shock of me ripping them out of their environment and putting them back into the same kind but a bit different. So this is what it's looking like. Yes, the plants do look a little bit sad at the moment, but hopefully they will perk up and do okay. That is one of my little begonia babies there, and the other one is tucked down in there, but I think it turned out really cute and they should be happy. And I like the view from the front. I think the bit of wood added a bit of texture and height, and yeah, I'm really happy with how it turned out. So I think I'm going to have it sitting on this little stool here so it gets light from the window, and yeah, I'll be able to look at it and appreciate it more. Hopefully it does well. It sits a little bit lower than the window seat, and hopefully that offers it a little bit of shade, because in wintertime the sun does come directly through this window and these plants have been living in quite a low light situation, so they'll probably appreciate the slightly brighter light, but I don't want any direct sun on it. But yeah. Okay, I am here with a little update on the terrarium. It is a few weeks later. As you can see, the winter sun comes right in here, so I think I may actually have to move it, because if I can show you down in there, one of the leaves has got a bit burnt, but everything else is looking really good. The little begonias both have new leaves, which is exciting. This jewel orchid that had no roots has a new leaf coming in. This one also has a new leaf coming in. And everything sort of perked up and is looking happy, aside from that one brown leaf. It was a successful transplant and redo of the terrarium, and I can't wait to keep watching them grow and fill out the space even more. What I do want to do is maybe get some moss and sort of cover the bare patches of soil. I think that would look really cool, but yeah. Okay guys, I think that concludes today's video. I hope you enjoyed this random little video. I had a lot of fun actually being slightly creative. I haven't sort of done any fun planty creative projects in a little while, so yeah, this is really enjoyable and I can't wait to watch it grow. I hope it fills out alright, and I hope the plants don't suffer too much, because those begonias were so well rooted in there. Obviously they lost 90% of their root system when I was pulling it out, so if I keep it nice and warm and humid, I think they should be alright, and I will keep you guys updated with how it grows. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you like planty content, don't forget to subscribe, and if you like this sort of content, make sure you give it a thumbs up so I know which videos you are enjoying and which ones not so much. And yeah, I will see you in my next video. Bye!